So I didn't write down any kind of notes or anything for this video. This is just gonna be like another chit chat, sit down. I'm gonna rant, not really rant because I'm not angry, but I feel like we gotta talk about this, guys. Self-love is something very revolutionary. I feel like whenever you decide to start loving yourself and not accept anything less than how you deserve to be treated, your whole worldview changes and you try less to seek acceptance from others and you try more to just say, if this person or this situation isn't serving me, I'm just gonna walk away or do something else or not deal with that person anymore, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like whenever you really reach a place of self-love and you reach a place of self-confidence, you don't accept anything less than how you wish to be treated. And kind of like the catalyst that made me make this video was basically you guys' messages, your DMs, your comments. I read almost all comments on my videos. I actually read all the comments on my videos, even if I don't get a chance to reply. Talking about self-love is so important, especially now. We're coming up to Valentine's Day, and I actually did a poll on Instagram just to see how many of you guys were single. Trust me, this time last year, I was completely single. But I asked you guys, will you be single this Valentine's Day? 66% of you said hell yes, 34% of you said hell no. Looking back last year, Valentine's Day, I made a video on how to be single and happy. And I was very single and very happy. And now I'm not single and I'm still very happy. But I think singlehood is probably one of the best things for a woman. Any woman from her teens to her 30s, 40s, 50s, singlehood is a beautiful thing. Just because singlehood is self-discovery. Singlehood is a time of reflection, of growth, and I feel like whenever you're in a relationship, you no longer have that time to yourself or that individuality that you had when you were single. For me especially, what helps me is that I'm in a long distance relationship, so it's not like I have to dedicate so much time out of my day. So that's a plus side for my relationship. However, I know it's not like that for a lot of people. So that's why I believe that if you're single or you're looking or dating or whatever, don't be in a rush to get into a relationship. Don't be in a rush to be someone's girlfriend or to be somebody's wife. I think it's so beautiful, just from my personal experience, to really get to know yourself, to create yourself, to be happy on your own and not settle for anything less than what you deserve. Never settle just because you don't want to be alone, or everyone else is getting married or engaged, or everyone else is in a relationship or having kids and you're not. Don't ever let anyone outside of this shell here push you or make you feel like you have to be something you're not, or be at a place in your life that you're not ready yet or you don't have to be at yet. Understand that life shouldn't just be a bunch of checklists that you have to do, from graduating college to getting your first job to getting your car to an apartment to dating this, getting married, and then having kids and buying your first house and this and that. That's not what life is all about. Don't feel like you have to do these checklists just to feel validated, just to feel good about yourself. Self-love is so much more than just staying in a Saturday night and putting on a face mask and doing a spa day or going to get your nails done or getting a back massage. Self-love is accepting yourself and putting yourself up to a high standard without the need of anyone else outside of this human unit to validate you. You don't need a boyfriend, you don't need a Valentine, you don't need a million guys in your phone or girls or whoever in your phone telling you, hey, I want you, hey, you're beautiful, hey, you're this. And actually just today, I got a message on Snapchat, and I'm not trying to point anyone out or put anyone on the spot. I don't name names or anything. I know this isn't just you if you were the person who sent me the snap, but a girl told me that she didn't feel beautiful. She didn't feel like she was enough because guys didn't find her attractive, or guys didn't like her, or guys didn't want to date her or be after her, or the guys that she liked didn't like her back, and she started to feel like she wasn't good enough or she wasn't pretty enough. And I remember a few months back, another girl had messaged me that she felt like she was ugly and she couldn't stop comparing herself to her friend because every time she went out, her friend got all the attention from the guys and always went home with a guy and she never did. You guys, you can't put your self-worth and your value in somebody else's hands. Just because someone doesn't find you attractive or dateable, or like you are worthy of their love or their attention or being their girlfriend or their wife or whatever. Just because somebody doesn't deem you that for them doesn't mean you're not worthy at all. Doesn't matter if it's 5 guys or 10 guys or 20 or 100 or 1,000 guys that find you unattractive. There are 20, 30, 40, 1,000, a million guys that will find you attractive. That's not even the end all and be all of love, of self-love. Don't ever put your self-worth in somebody else's hands. Don't ever let somebody else decide on whether you should love yourself or be confident or have standards for yourself, ever. Be it your parents' approval, your teacher's approval, your significant other's approval, or some guy on Instagram. Doesn't matter what people say. The only person whose love you should seek is your own. The only person's approval you should seek is your own. Are you happy with yourself? Do you love yourself? Can you look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm wonderful and I worked hard to be here and I'm happy for who I am and I'm grateful for myself? Do you ever say that to yourself? If you don't, question why you don't. And if you don't, do it. Start doing that. Start changing your mentality and shifting the way you think. Because if not, you're going to get to a place in life and you're going to say, wow, looking back, I was so beautiful. Had the world at my feet and I just was so insecure, I just wasted it away. You don't want to get to that point. I remember reading an interview with this 80s supermodel, I forgot who she was, and she said that she looks back at her pictures and she said, wow, I wasted all of my youth feeling insecure. And I look back now and I say, wow, she had her world at her feet. But I squandered it and I did drugs. I was drinking lots of alcohol. I spent so much money. I could have been so much better now, and now I'm just old and nowhere who I used to be. You don't want to be like that. Life is so short, guys, and we spend it not giving ourselves the respect that we should give ourselves. And we expect everyone else to give us love and respect and treat us like we're special when we can't even give that to ourselves. Don't expect from others what you can get from yourself. When you set a standard for yourself for how you want to be treated, by what kind of relationship you want to be in, by saying, I'm not going to settle unless it's this, then that's when all of life just comes and meets you. If you set a standard for yourself, everything else, the way people treat you, the guys that talk to you, everything has to come up and reach you and reach that standard, or else they can't be in your life. You have to see things that way. And I know it can sound a little conceited, it can sound a little self-absorbed, but self-love is not conceit. Self-love is not being cocky or thinking you're better than anyone else. It's being sure of yourself and knowing who you are, knowing that you are unique, knowing that you have power, and knowing that you can take control of your life and your feelings and your emotions. You can't control what other people say or other people think, but that's none of your business. What you have to focus on is in here and up here. Your mentality and your soul and the way you feel about yourself. That is self-love. Remember, you're not defined by your relationship status. You're not defined by how many people you've dated or how many people you haven't dated, or how many guys are in your DMs or how many guys are texting you. You are not defined by any of that. And once you pull that away from you, once you get rid of that notion, you free yourself. You free yourself from all that bullshit that comes along in this social media age where we're just wanting likes and all this stuff that is just so superficial. What happens if one day all social media just disappears? There's no more YouTube, there's no more Instagram, there's no more Snapchat, no more Twitter, no more Facebook. What are you gonna do? Where is your self-worth based? Maybe it's your career, maybe it's your accomplishments, maybe it's just the fact that you've been through a lot and you weathered the storm and you are now bigger and better than ever. We have to reevaluate what we feel gives us our worth and what we're proud of ourselves. And be real with yourself. If there's something you don't like about yourself, instead of beating yourself up about it, why don't you try to see how you can improve? Why not, instead of hating your body, seeing how you can make it stronger, fitter, make it feel better, feed yourself better foods? Instead of looking at the things you hate about yourself, focus on the things you love about yourself. Instead of being in a job that you hate, start working towards your passions, towards the things you love. stay close to the things you love. And don't be afraid to live life on your terms. Even if all of society tells you it's wrong, you know what's right for you. Don't shrink yourself to make others feel more comfortable around you. And learn to say no to the things that don't help you, to things that are bad for you. Don't be afraid to disappoint, which is, I feel, a lot of people just want to please others because they want to be liked. But I'm telling you, the best and the most badass people in history weren't looking for approval. They just did their thing and they changed the world. And you might have a talent, you might have something special inside of you, and you are letting other people or what other people think of you or what other people have said to you get in the way. And if there are negative people around you, you need to get rid of those negative people or just not listen to them. I've said time and time again, negative people are only hurting inside about something. They're either insecure about something, they're hurting, they feel bad about themselves, so they have to project that onto others. Happy people don't go around hurting others. Happy people don't go around making people feel bad or yelling at people. Happy people want others to be happy. Happy people go around uplifting others. So if somebody's being mean to you or negative, cut them out. Feel bad for them because something is bothering them. They're not happy. And you can't waste your life trying to make somebody else happy unless you really love that person, which that's a whole nother video. But it's okay to be selfish. These are your selfish years. I don't care if you're 18 or 25 or 35 or 40. Be selfish with your time. You are worthy. And don't go around hurting others because self-love is not hurting others or bringing others down or insulting others. When you truly love yourself, you're going to want to make other people feel good too. You're going to be kind to others. And I'm not saying running after them like a little puppy. I'm just saying if somebody needs you to be there for them, be there for people. Be kind to people. Be good to people. Be friendly. But don't let anyone step all over you. Don't let anyone make you feel like you're not worthy of love. And don't give them that power over you. Take back your power. That's what I always say. Take back your power from people, from circumstances, from yourself, because a lot of times we get in our own way and we can be the negative one. We can be the bad guy in our own story. Don't let that be you. Instead, tell yourself today, I am no longer going to let anyone sabotage me. I am putting the love that I deserve in my hands. I'm giving it to myself. And once you become love and you become self-love and you give love out and you just become a force of love and beauty and happiness, you'll just see all the love that you will have back into your life, all of the goodness that will be attracted back to you, and your life will truly change. So stop looking for external validation. Stop waiting for someone to tell you you're beautiful or you're valuable or you're smart or you're powerful. You start giving that to yourself. Start telling yourself that. And that's when you can start truly loving yourself. Despite your flaws, despite your failures, despite your weaknesses, you can truly love yourself. And of course you're gonna have tough days. You're human. Don't be hard on yourself. Have patience with yourself, but don't ever, ever, ever give anyone else that power to destroy you. Don't give them the keys to destroy you. And if you're in a relationship and it's not going well, get out of it. Don't feel like you're never gonna find anyone else. Don't feel like you're not worthy of love. Don't feel like you're not worthy of respect, because you are. And I promise you, no matter how many heartbreaks you've been through or bad relationships, there is somebody out there for you that will love you and will respect you. You just have to love and respect yourself first. And don't settle for anything less than what you know you deserve. So I hope this rant made some sense for you guys. I could talk about self-love all day, and I could make even more videos about this topic, but I feel like for today, I think we're good. And I just want you guys to know, don't feel bad about being single this Valentine's Day. Embrace it, have fun, go out with your best friends and get all dressed up and be happy to be single, because singlehood and youth and all that is very treasured time and you should treasure it. And being single is freedom, to be honest. So have lots of fun and don't feel like you have to fit into anyone's mold. Don't ever feel alone. You are powerful and you are beautiful and you are all things great and wonderful with the universe. You just have to start believing and start acting like it. Hold your head up high and be relentless and just live your life unapologetically. You'll just see how wonderful everything will be for you. I love you guys so very much. If you like this video, you want me to talk more about self-love and confidence and all that good stuff, and if you want to see more Valentine's Day related, love videos, then please give me a thumbs up and leave your comments down below. I love hearing from you guys, and like I said, I read all your comments and your DMs, and I try to get back to you guys as much as I can. I try to help you guys as much as I can. So I hope this message resonated with you. Don't forget to subscribe to see more videos from me. We are so close to 100K. Please, please, please subscribe if you haven't, and please invite all your friends to subscribe and join this community of love and positivity and self-improvement. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. All links are down below and at the end of the video. So let's stay connected. I love you guys so very much, and always remember, no matter if you're single, in a relationship, if you're 18 or 55, or no matter who you are in life, your true beauty, your true worth, and your true power always come from within. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.